I've known Claudine for at least 12 years, since I first started in local politics. And she has always been a fighter. She's always been committed. She's someone that's been engaged. She doesn't suffer fools, meaning she'll get involved in issues and she'll fight for them. She won't back off if she believes in something. She is engaged in most of the issues. I look back in the last 12 years, she's been engaged in some of the most controversial and important issues. So she doesn't shy away from controversy. And I think that's incredibly important at a time where leadership tends to be finger in the wind and people sort of step aside and wait for everything else to be formed, and then they start to show up and then try to take precedence in terms of their leadership. It usually, with Claudine, happens because she took the bold steps forward initially and began the process of leading first. She has been my appointee for now a number of years on the Treasure Island Development Authority. She became president of that authority. We have some of the smartest folks literally in city government that are on that authority, and I take it very seriously because the opportunity to revitalize Treasure Island with 6,000 housing units, the greenest, most sustainable development in the United States of America. I mean, that's the proposal we have out on the island. It required someone of skill. It required someone that can work together with everybody else on that authority, as well as a private developer, as well as our federal representatives, Nancy Pelosi and others. And she's just done a magnificent job, and that's why it was easy to reappoint her, and it was easy for her once again to be chair of that committee. You all know, you wouldn't be here, Claudine, well enough to know why you're supporting her. I guess the challenge now is, as Barbara Kaufman was just saying, that we've got to get everybody else to understand the importance of their representation and importance of having someone that can work with the mayor. This is incredibly important. I mean, I can tell you what would have happened in this district in the last few years, and I'm a resident of this district, what I wish we could have done in this district to move this district much more aggressively forward. That is just a lesson learned. I hate to say opportunity lost, but it's a lesson learned. It didn't happen necessarily because we didn't have someone that wanted to go out of their way or even wanted to periodically engage in a constructive dialogue with their mayor. Claudine and I know each other. We work well together. Trust me when I say this. This is a big deal to the district. This will be a big deal in District 3. If you need to get streets repaved, if you need to plant trees, if you need to deal with a bureaucratic pratfall, or someone's not returning a call, or someone's just simply sitting there and going through the bureaucratic process and kind of timelines, and some of us just sit there, scratch our head in bewilderment. When you have a supervisor that's engaged, that's respectful, that wants to have a dialogue, can still disagree, don't get me wrong, but is not disagreeable in that process, then you have a relationship where a lot of good things can take shape and a lot of good things can happen. And that's the opportunity for District 3. And that's the opportunity. I mean, I really, this is the question we have to ask the voters here. And again, I'm one of them. Do we want to spend the next 3 years working together and making progress and getting things done for this district, real, tangible things? Or do we want to spend the next 3 years creating more of an ideological rancor and finger-pointing and talking about the way the world should be to organize for some greater good or some collective wisdom that still to this day, after 12 years, I'm a bit at a loss? Or do we want a hard-headed pragmatist that's just nuts and bolts, that cares about graffiti, cares about buses getting on time, cares about those streets and playgrounds getting fixed and repaired, cares about the things that I think unite this district, cares about small business men and women that are taking risks, creating opportunity, cares about schools, cares about creating an infrastructure, creates opportunity for newcomers. Those are the things that at least I care about, and I think these are the things that Claudine cares about. So this is a great opportunity for District 3. It's a great opportunity for the city. And so now we got to share that message.
We all come from different places. We may live in different neighborhoods, but we must remember we are one community, we are one district, and it is the job of the district supervisor to bring people together, to bring communities together, to bring organizations together, and I am that person. I'm committed to do that.